I reached burnout in my media career. I was always, burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah.
I was in the sales remit, so the cycle never stopped. You're only as good as your next month. I was trying to drive a team to succeed. I was the sales director of a media organization. I never really wanted to be a bloody sales director of a media organization. I didn't know where my next step was.
Yeah.
The rattle gun just kept on continuing, like I'm sounding right now. And I couldn't get off the train. I felt like I couldn't stop because I needed money to pay for a mortgage. And then all those critical aspects started to feed in, and I burnt myself out. And I've said it before on Cuppa. Like, my wife and I sat down. She was the one that brought it to my attention really quickly in saying that you're not yourself. And we wrote down a red flag list, just all the things that weren't me. I was drinking too much. I was agitated, not very short with my answers, not giving people enough time. And I wasn't enjoying life, like all these red flags. And I've still got that list today, Mark. I've still got that list.
Look, absolutely, Cookie. And actually, I'll tell you, this taps into some conferences I've been working at recently and talking to people about burnout and dispelling this idea that it's always just too much work. Not necessarily. In fact, what I think the most of it is, and Gallup research just came out recently that confirms this or affirms this. It seems to be lack of clarity.
That's what I agree.
Seems to be the biggest thing now. It's not too much work. It's, I don't know what's expected of me anymore. My leader is burned out, and 2 out of 3 in Australia are. We're with the highest rate of burnout in the world. And so when people are trying to get clarification and distinction, etc., and feedback from their leader, who is already burned out, just like you and I were, and you said it became short. I was exactly the same, snapping at people around me where it kind of felt safe to snap. Unfortunately, partners and friends more so than other people in the workplace. And so if your leader is kind of snapping and short-tempered with you, you're not going to go and ask for clarification on something because it ain't worth the fight. So now I'm sitting here drifting. The leader isn't getting what they need. The team doesn't know what the leader wants, and that ain't going to end well. But I think it could be, and it was actually a really good HR person, Jordan Hassan was her name, at one of the conferences, pointed out, and she said, a lot of people think bullying is the biggest problem in the workplace. It's kind of not, but she said this is what the bullying looks like, the leader snapping at people when they should be giving them sort of honest feedback and sort of service leadership.